Shake that.
Every day I'm shuffling.
What's up, everybody? We are back with another episode of Lost in the Shuffle. It is me and Evan back again. What's up, Evan?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Happy Saturday, my man.
Happy Saturday, man. What a kind of gross day out it is, but you know what? It's Saturday, so I'm not going to complain too much.
Yeah, I actually really like these Saturdays. I'm not on call. I don't have to do any work. It's just a nice day to relax and, watch some fights, some baseball, and
The Masters.
yeah, if you're into that.
I actually have been watching it like crazy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I got into golf a few years ago. And yeah, I've been watching it the entire time. They're on a rain delay right now, but I've been watching it since Thursday.
I just can't get into it, man. I don't
Yeah.
play it. I just find it not too exciting, but yeah, I mean, to each their own. I mean, there's obviously millions of people who love it, but I want to like it. I want to start playing it because I'm sure all your buddies play, right?
Yeah, I think for me, because I work in more of like a corporate setting, so like the idea of being able to golf and keep up with like corporate customers is something that was intriguing. But I truthfully do. I suck at golf. I'm terrible. But it's still fun to get out there just to be outside and like drink some beers and shoot the shit with friends.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. So
That's where a lot of business gets done, right?
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just build relationships on the golf course.
Yeah.
I mean, so many people are terrible at golfing. It's just one of those things where it's fun to be outside and just kind of have a good time, I think.
Yeah, maybe I'll get into it once my knees give out and I can't play softball anymore. Then I'll play some golf then.
There you go. Good plan. I like it.
All right, brother. Well, cheers. What do you got?
Cheers. Yeah. So I am drinking a American Pale Ale. This is from a brewery called Maplewood. They are in Chicago.
You got that from Trader Joe's as well?
I did not, but I actually think they sell that there.
They do. I recognize the can.
Yeah. One of our neighbors was drinking this a couple months ago. And he let me have one. Actually, no, that was probably like half a year ago at this point. Geez. And yeah, it was really good. And here I am drinking it again. It's got some citrusy notes. It's really good. I would highly suggest it. Out of the 10, I would probably go a solid 8. It's called the Charlton, or there's the guy right there. But yeah, really good. Solid beer. What about you?
I will have to give that a try then. You like it though?
I really do like it. Citrusy beers are my thing.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like over citrusy, it's kind of hard to hit that nail on the head perfectly. And I think that these guys do a really damn good job of it. So definitely highly recommend it. It's the American Pale Ale from Maplewood.
Maplewood. There you go. I don't know if you've ever heard of this. It's called Gousset Island. It's their beer called it's the 312. Yeah, it's a 312. Nice. I'm just gonna crush this because I have a coffee that I want to drink, so I'm gonna crush this one. But nice. Yeah, everyone's had Goose Island. My buddy, my next door neighbor came over and brought him last night. We watched some baseball. I brought over some beers. My wife went to bed early, so
nice.
Cheers, brother. Happy Saturday.
Yeah, cheers, man. Cheers. Yeah, love it. Oh, you really are crushing it.
Oh, like half of it, yeah.
For those just listening, he's actually chugging that. And he's just about done. Wow, good work.
Now I can enjoy my coffee.
Yeah, is that how it works?
Tell me this, Evan. Do you get Starbucks?
I do get Starbucks. It's not typically my first go-to. I'm more of a Dunkin' Donuts guy, but I do like Starbucks. Why? Why do you ask? You got a story?
There's a problem. Okay, I was a Dunkin' guy. I was very much Dunkin' guy. Then I tried Starbucks and I started to like it. But Starbucks has a problem. Now, if headquarters can get a hold of this and maybe, figure this out, that would be great. But there seems to be a problem where I guess there's not an understanding of what light cream means. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you were a barista and I told you light cream, what color do you think the coffee should be?
I would say obviously not dark, but some color between super tan and dark. So I don't know that what I'm not great.
I describe it as shit
palettes,
brown. Shit brown. It should be shit brown.
Well, shit
It
brown.
shouldn't be
a lot of different
milky. This looks like the milk after I've eaten my Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Sure.
This is, and this is, milky. This is not what light cream should look like. So if Starbucks can hear this, maybe it's time to talk to your baristas and let them know what light cream really means. We're looking for a shit brown, not a milky
shit brown
white here. And if I just hope baristas know how important their job is. Well, we talked about this already, right? How it starts your day.
We did.
And
we did talk about coffee already.
Yeah. So that's my gripe. I'm still going to drink it. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's still good,
Yeah, I'll survive.
Yeah, heavy cream never did anybody wrong, So.
That's the thing too. I would hate to see what heavy cream looks like.
That's fair.
If this is light cream, what does heavy cream look like?
Yeah, well, it's probably all the same. They probably just see cream and go for it,
Fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Evan, we have a great show today. Highly anticipated. We are going to cover a couple good topics. First off, we're going to kick it off with tattoos. Obviously, tattoos are a huge part of our culture. Athletes have them. Some are good, some are bad. You have a bunch. I have a bunch. So tell me a little bit about your tattoos, Evan. You obviously have them on your arms. Do you have them anywhere else? What are they represent? Kind of go over all that stuff.
Yeah. So for me, I didn't start getting tattoos until a couple years ago, honestly. I think for me, tattoos was, and probably for some of these people listening, that if you don't have tattoos, before you get one, you just think about having it on your body and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to have this on my skin for life. I won't ever be able to get rid of it. People are going to judge me and stare at me. I'm going to see it every day. And it's just like completely not the case. Like once you get a tattoo, I like forget I have these tattoos on my arms. Like I'll see one, I'm like, oh shit. Yeah. I forgot that was there. Or somebody will say something about it. And it's like, yeah, I do have that on my arm.
Do you ever look at them sometimes and you're like, damn, like that's really there. You know what I mean? Like, like, kind of like when you're drunk and you look in the mirror and you're like, fuck, dude, like I'm out here right now.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, well, that's still here.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I do have quite a few. They're all black tattoos. For whatever reason, I just like them better. I think they look good on my skin tone.
They do. Yeah.
I think they hold up well versus color. I know color fades at times. And so for me, I just like simple line tattoos. So I have quite a few. I don't know if I need to go through them all. I mean, I guess I could. I'll just briefly.
Or go over your sports ones too, because you have a lot of sports into your tattoos.
Yeah. So the first tattoo I have is this one right here. This was a Greyhound tattoo that I got. Actually, it's the second tattoo, but this one I like it. The thing about it though is I wish I would have got it somewhere else because it takes up a good part of my forearm, and so now I'm kind of stuck with, if I want to do other things, I can't have it take up too much space unless it's going to cover this one.
Yeah, it took up prime real estate.
It really did, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I love Greyhounds. Speaking of, over here I have some numbers over here. If you don't know, Greyhounds they get tattoos in their ears when they race. And so I have these tattoos. These are the tattoos that my dogs have in their ears. They're a unique group of numbers and letters, and my dogs have the same exact tattoos in their ears. So I have them on my forearm as well. Thought that was cool. That was actually the first tattoo that I got. Then above that over here, I have some music notes. This is the NBA playoffs theme song for NBC. The yeah, so that's right there. There's a little singing for you. Keep it speeded up here. I got a violin here on my forearm. I got Pippen dunking on Ewing in the playoffs in '95. I have Chicago right here with the skyline. It's like reflecting in the water kind of down here with the city stars. And then over here, I have the train. It's riding along the tracks like the L system. So I think that's everything. And I want to get a Jordan tattoo. Not the Jordan logo, but of him dunking in the dunk contest. And then I want to get a Dennis Rodman one of him reaching out for a loose ball.
And you just drew those, right?
I drew them. Yeah. I just trace them typically, or I'll just look at something and just draw them. It's just line work, so it's not too difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What do you got?
So yeah, I have the one on my forearm. Obviously, that's probably the most prominent one. It's just like a woman, like a classic lady, and then the bottom is like an octopus. Always gets misrepresented as like, oh, that's Medusa. And it's like, no, they're not, it's not a snake. You can see the tentacles on here. And that would be coming out of her hair, not out of her body.
Sure. Put
So
people
I
in their
have
place real
that.
quick.
Huh?
I said you got to put them in their place real quick.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll get to that in a second. I also, me and you both have the state of Illinois.
Forgot you
Mine's on my elbow, and then I just have the star right by Chicago.
Nice, yeah.
And then I have a theme of 1930s classic horror monsters. So I got Frankenstein, Wolfman, Creature of the Black Lagoon, and then Dracula's Castle all up in here. I have a Bible verse down here. And then me and my father, we have a cross right here. I got this one in college. It's just like my last name in old English letters for some reason. Sure. Also, big mistake too. If you're going to get a tattoo, always get it bigger than you actually think, because you're going to be like, man, I should have got that bigger. Like these little fucking arms, like this would have been so much cooler if it was like this big and it had my whole name. You know what I mean? So for you guys out there that are thinking about getting tattoos, always go bigger than smaller. You won't regret it if you're going to get a tattoo anyway. Oh, and then I got this one when I was a little tipsy. It's the commissioner's trophy for when you win the World Series. And I got it on my bicep, and it kind of looks like a penis.
Penis tattoos when you're drunk. Nice.
Penis tattoos. It moves though.
I like that. When you flex, it gets girthier.
Oh, chody. Yeah. I think that's all of them. But so yeah, those are our tattoos. I want to know what your biggest problems are, or stigmas behind tattoos. First thing I wanted to talk about was the audacity that some people have and think it's okay to ask you about your tattoos. Granted, we have tattoos that are visible, right? Sure. But when people say, hey, in an elevator, hey, what does your tattoo mean? Lady, I just got onto an elevator with you. I'm not going to get into detail about the intricacies of why I put this on my skin. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's like if someone had like a deformed face and you're like, hey, what happened? It's like, it's none of your business, dude. Like, I don't know you. Sure. I don't got to. It's like, well, my uncle touched me when I was a little kid, so I got this. Like, it's just like, I don't know why people think they, like I can reveal. Well, this one is because I'm into, whatever it is,
Yeah. Well, so, okay. From my standpoint, I am on the opposite end of the spectrum so I don't have personal tattoos as far as they mean like something super special to me, where it's like going to be a sore subject to talk about. I would actually flip that and say that if somebody gets a tattoo, like expect people to ask. Like I actually have my tattoos because I like the way they look, but I think that they speak volumes to who I am as a person. And so if they spark up a conversation, if somebody wants to know what the music notes are on my arm, like, is it a real song? I love telling people, it's the NBA playoff song, and they freak out every time. They think it's cool.
Yeah.
So, but to your point, if you have something on your arm that means something special to you and somebody that maybe passed, if you put it on your arm, I feel like you're asking for someone to ask, versus if you put it on your like chest or someone that's covered, like, I don't know. So that's kind of my stance on it. I kind of like when people ask, because I feel like they think it's cool and they see it. So
yeah, like I got this on my forearm, and to me it was like something beautiful. Although something can be beautiful, like this woman can also be very toxic and poisonous, like sure. Although things are intriguing and it can also be very destructive. So that's what it means. I just don't feel like telling that to strangers. You know what I mean? It's like, it's really none of your business. Like, I don't really want to get into it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or the state of Illinois, they're like, why would you get the state of Illinois on your elbow? And it's like, well, I was born and raised here. I've lived here my whole life. I got educated the entire time in the state of Illinois. And I'm proud of where I came from. Oh, okay. It's like they want to like insult you first. And I'm like, listen, motherfucker, don't come at me like asking me why I did this. Like, who are you? I don't know. Maybe I've just had bad experiences with people asking me random stuff like that. Yeah, it sounds like it, right?
Yeah. I can see, I absolutely see where you're coming from. Like, no doubt about it. I just think, I think you also don't have to be completely honest with people about why you have your tattoo. Like, yeah, you have your Medusa tattoo, or sorry, did you say it's not Medusa?
It's not. No, Medusa would have snakes coming out of her hair.
Who is it?
This is just a woman, and then the bottom is like an octopus squid.
Okay. All right. So like if you don't want to be honest about it, just say, yeah, I just thought it was cool. Or, you don't have to give them the whole story about, yeah, people can look great, but be evil.
I understand.
I think it's just a matter of, you don't have to explain it in full depth. Just say, yeah, it's cool. I like it. And this has been Therapy with Evan and Pete.
Yeah. So tell me about it, Peter. You don't have to reveal your life story to strangers. Take 10 deep breaths and just tell them you like
stop
it.
asking me about it, man.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But to your point, I mean, I completely understand where you're coming from. Just for me, I think it's an expression of who I am as a person. And so I have them in places that people will intentionally almost ask me about them. Like, I enjoy showing them off because they speak volumes to who I am. And I just think that they're cool. I haven't seen anybody with some of these for sure. I mean, I've seen people with the Illinois stuff, but not with these music notes in particular. Obviously, I've seen music notes, but not ones that play the song or, so.
Do you think you get judged for having tattoos?
Yes and no. I think people probably see them and may think I might be a certain way, but I think the second that I talk to them, they may have a different opinion on that, whatever that means. But I just, I think there's obviously there's some people that judge me, but if someone's judging me on my tattoos, then I probably don't give a shit about like being friends with them or anything like that. They're probably just not somebody that I'd associate myself with typically in the first place. So
I just know I get looked at a certain way. Like when I board an airplane, and you kind of walk down the runway and everyone's just looking at you. Maybe it's just an older generation thing, but I definitely feel like older women, older men look at me in a certain way sometimes when they're like, oh, that guy's a thug, or he must be like a scumbag. That's could be totally wrong, but that's just like how I feel judging eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you're going to get that with tattoos. I think, unfortunately, there are a lot of good people with tattoos, but there are a lot of bad people with tattoos too. Not that tattoos have anything to do with how they are, but I think just naturally some people associate them with like bad behavior for whatever reason. So, I mean, you see on all these movies, all the criminals typically will have like tattoos, or like an inmate will have tattoos. And so people naturally just start, gravitate towards assuming tattoos mean that you're a bad person, which is just not the case at all. So, yeah, I mean,
maybe not for you, but I am a bad person.
Yeah. So bad. But yeah, I mean, I know we were going to talk about some of the worst tattoos in history,
in sports history, worst tattoos in sports history. All right, let's take a look here. Number one.
Yeah, I know there's got to be a handful that are out there, and yeah, obviously, this is just our opinion. These tattoos might mean a lot to them. It might be cool to them. Maybe they have a special meaning, but to us right now, yeah, I see Jason Giambi there, and
this is number one. In no specific order, I just found a couple of these. This is Jason Giambi. He was a former baseball player, and this is his fire-breathing dragon. I don't know what that says about you as a person, but I don't imagine people that get dragons are usually baseball players.
Yeah, I feel like a dragon is like the most basic of basic tattoos. Like when you're a kid and you go to like a festival and they're giving out like those fake wash off tattoos. Like,
yes,
I feel like every single one of them are different versions of dragons. So why would you ever get a real dragon tattoo? But it's Jason Giambi. So
I just feel like, that like they're only cool in Lord of the Rings. They're not cool on your freaking arm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not a big fan of dragon tattoos.
And of course, here we are judging other people's tattoos as we just talked. I just cried about it. People talk about my tattoos.
You're the one. You're having a backtrack here. I told you. I'm totally cool asking people about it. But yeah, obviously. But that's why he's got it. He's got it there probably so people ask questions and see it and think it's cool. But but he's probably a terrible person though because he's got one.
Obviously, I mean it's just a bad call on getting a fire breathing dragon. Just a bad tattoo. Let's go number two. Number two. Come on. Whoop. Dennis Rodman. Hey, what's up, Dennis?
Old Dennis.
We got his shirts on today.
We sure do. Yeah, the worm, love it.
So
That shirt.
he has 2 bulls on his pecs. Do you see those there?
Where are the bulls? I don't see them.
Right on his
Oh yeah,
pec.
I do. They're like facing each other. I never noticed that.
Yes. So he has 2 bulls there.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. Tell me that he didn't miss the biggest opportunity to put those bulls' nose right on his nipple rings. That's just the biggest missed opportunity. He could have 2 bulls and their nose, like the bulls, would be pierced. I'm like, that's the first thing I saw. I'm like, dude, those should be in the nose. You place those just a little bit off.
That is actually hilarious. That would have been fine. I mean, yeah, because he's got the rest of his chest tatted up. So,
right.
And it's, the one thing I don't like about this tattoo, I'm not a huge fan of like doing a tattoo that is, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like, they like mirror each other like perfectly on your body. I don't know. Like everything on his body right now, all these tattoos that I'm looking at look like they're the exact same on the left and the right side. I feel like that's kind of like
very symmetrical.
Yeah, it's just corny. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that, but I will say the one tattoo that I love on Dennis Rodman that he's always had that stands out to me is that sun on his shoulder, on his left, our right. But I think that sun tattoo is sick. Like anytime I envision Dennis Rodman doing anything on the court, like for whatever reason, I also just envision that big ass sun tattoo in the corner.
Yeah, well, you saw it the most because they got the cutoffs on, right?
Right. Yeah. So you always saw it. So I love that tattoo for whatever reason. I just think that's just screams Dennis Rodman. Like if I were to see somebody with that on the shoulder, I would just immediately think of Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Doing good. Let's go to number 3. This isn't a bad tattoo. I picked this one up because I just thought it was kind of sweet, actually. It's just like American, Jeremy Shockey, big, strong, prototypical tight end. And he's got the American flag wrapped around a bald eagle, and it's done really well.
It is done very well. I like it. I can't say I would ever get that, but
no, but for him it works.
Yeah, I respect it. I think it looks good on his skin because he is white. His skin tone looks really well with the color on it. You can't go wrong with a bald eagle. Super American.
Also, bonus points for matching your team's colors.
Didn't even think about that. It
right?
does really match. Yeah.
It's
a solid tattoo. I can't really knock it. I can't knock America, especially when it's
not on this show. We ain't gonna do it. These colors don't run, Evan.
Yeah, I think it's a nice tattoo. Not for me, but I respect it.
Okay, I think the next ones might be we're getting into the bad ones.
No, okay.
Here we go. Your boy Wilson Chandler, Juggernaut from X-Men, I believe, with the words "unstoppable" on top of it.
Oh my God.
Do you know anything about Wilson Chandler? I just know he's a basketball player, right?
Yeah. So Wilson Chandler is one of the, he's like, I think he plays he's like a shooting forward or power forward. I don't know if he's in the league anymore though. I don't think he is. He's probably been out the league for a few years, but he played for the Nuggets. He's just kind of like a stretch four. So he could hit a 3 in the paint player. But regardless of in regards to the tattoo, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like words on your body, especially ones that like describe what you're supposed to, like what you're portraying.
Rust.
Unstoppable. Yeah.
Family.
Like, yeah. Like, I don't know. I think that's very corny. What's that big thing below it?
That's Juggernaut. I think from X-Men. Do you remember in X-Men when he's like, I'm the fucking Juggernaut? And he just like his superpower is just he runs really fast, I think, and he doesn't slow down.
Okay. Yeah, I can't say I remember him.
It's like momentum. Like that's his superpower. It's momentum, I believe.
I'm not a big Marvel DC guy, so I couldn't tell you. Yeah. Me neither, as you completely describe him.
No, but I've seen the X-Men movies. I'm not a one of those guys. I swear. Sure. But he was played by like some English guy in the movie. He's just like, I'm the Juggernaut. That's why I remember it. But yeah, I don't know. I guess he's
not a big fan.
X-Men nerd.
Not a big fan of that. It is in black and white, so that's fine. I mean, just black or whatever. I like line work, but
yeah, black and gray.
I don't know. It's just too busy. Like, I don't know. I don't really like all that.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, it's hard to decipher what it actually is, right?
I think he took your comment of always go bigger on tattoos too literally.
Yeah. Yeah, my whole back.
Yeah. Like literally all of it.
The only way this could get worse is if he took the Unstoppable and put it below it, right across his back, like the bottom of his back, like a tramp stamp. Unstoppable.
Oh God.
All right. This is a bad one. Well,
Ugh.
just the quality of it. This is Nate Robinson, and he's got the Seattle skyline.
Really, that's Nate Robinson. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
look at that neck, man. It just don't look good.
No wonder he got knocked out by Logan Paul or whatever. That guy's
Yeah,
name is.
Paul Logan, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And then it looks like at the bottom of it is almost infected or something. You see that? It's all
I don't know
red.
what that is. Maybe that's from like a heavy chain or something.
Got
but
something going on over there.
That
Yeah.
is terrible line work. I mean, that is about as bad as it gets. I mean, that looks like a little boy did or girl did that. I mean, that's
Yeah,
just
with their
absolutely
elbows.
terrible. Yeah, with their elbows and their eyes closed. That's terrible. Wow, I can't believe a professional athlete has that on their neck.
Hey, at least he says I put on for my city 206.
Where does he say that?
Do you see that at the bottom?
Yeah.
In the text?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the last line. I put on for my city.
Oh, this is something he said when he posted this.
Well, can you see it at the bottom there? Like the text?
Yeah, I see getting tatted up one more time before LA, rep for the 206. All the fans I put on for my city. So where did he post this?
I don't know, probably on Instagram or something.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's embarrassing to show that off. Yikes. I'd love to see the comment section for that.
How about your boy J.R. Smith?
Ooh,
just clowning with a K.
Just clowning. I don't like the just clowning, but I will say the line work on those is like super clean. I don't know what those characters are, but you might have different opinions on this. I actually kind of like it. I think it's a little too busy, but I think it's kind of cool. But the just clowning piece could not a huge fan of that.
I mean, it looks like the text is just really bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. And that goes back to when I was saying, like, I hate like words on your skin.
Right.
It's stupid.
It looks like they are basketball players with clown masks on. And then it's that it's like the gang artwork. You know what I mean? Like the clowns and like the blood coming out of the side of their eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It is like gang. It's like those. I forget what they were called, but I think a long time ago there was a fast food place near my house where you could go in and you could put like 25 to like 50 cents in the machine, and then you would like put it in the machine and pull it out, and you would get a sticker, and it had all these little like figures that looked like that. They were all like little gangbanger little sticker things,
right? Yeah,
but, it looked like these. If you remember what I'm talking about,
I do. Yeah, they were always up to no good.
Yeah, you could always just and it wasn't always that. But that's funny to think about. Like you could go to machines. Do they still have those anymore? Where you like
probably at like diners and stuff.
Yeah, where you like put the the token in or coin or 25 cents and you just get out some random sticker and you hope it's one, but it's never that one.
Of course, it's like always the Jets or something.
Yeah, it's something. You see some real cool one with all these like cool sparkles and like glitters on it, and it comes out and it's like the shitty one nobody wants.
Yeah,
that's funny.
All right, I think that's all of them. That's the ones that I picked out, and then of course there's ones. I mean, like Birdman, he's got them all over the place. He's probably the most tatted athlete of all time. You would say?
I would say so. Yeah, that I can think of. He was
that I can think of exactly.
Yeah, he was the first person. He's got a lot of color, which is crazy. His tattoos are actually kind of cool. Like I feel like he's one of the guys that can like get away with it just because his personality was so wild. Like he was always just reckless on the court and a hustle player and just like an energy guy. So to see him with all those tats to me kind of fit the mold.
They were very vibrant too.
Yeah, super vibrant colors. Super pale guys. So I think they just popped really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, tattoos.
All right. That's our piece on tattoos. You got anything else to say about tattoos, Evan?
Other than, don't be afraid to get one. If it's something you're thinking about, I would say, definitely give it a try. Maybe get in a place that you might not show off all the time if you're hesitant. And then if you decide you like it, and then get a couple more. But I will say once you get one, I guarantee you it will not be your last. So.
Yes, they're like Pringles, right? The once you pop, the fun don't stop.
Dude, Pringles. Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. I literally bought a can of Pringles 2 days ago and I finished it. I think yesterday. I just like, you have one, you're like, oh fuck, I'll have one more. And then before you know it, you're like reaching your like your elbow deep into the thing, squeezing all your fingers together.
Shout out to Pringles for being the only chip company not to sell us air.
Fair. That is very true.
Right?
You know exactly what you're getting in there.
They're coming up to the brim, baby. You're not getting
Yep.
half a bag of air.
Yeah, I completely agree. Love that.
That seems like a great segue into our next subject,
Food.
Evan.
Food.
We got a big showdown today, guys. Here is our list that we compiled. We are going to do our top 5 appetizers. Evan said that this was a great idea. I agree that we should rank our appetizers. I think any bar that you go to, Evan, I know any bar that I go to, first thing I do is I order the beer that I know that I want and then start looking at the apps, right?
I think so. And if you're not doing that, then I don't know what the fuck you're doing, because you got
doing it wrong.
You're doing it all wrong, completely wrong. Beer first, then appetizers. I wouldn't even, if you look at the appetizers before the beer, I wouldn't fault you. It's a hot thing. I mean,
yeah.
When I think about a bar, I'm also thinking about what kind of appetizers they have. So,
yeah.
All right, who's going first?
What's that?
Who's going first?
I'll start first. We're gonna go 5-1. Okay.
Okay.
So you start with your 5th favorite all the way up to number 1. Okay.
Wait. So you're going 5-1.
My 5th ranked, 4th, yeah, all the way, and then my favorite one is going to be number 1.
Well, no, I thought we were doing a draft where you pick, then I pick, then you pick, then I pick, and if you pick one that I didn't pick, then you have to switch.
Oh, wow, okay.
We can't have the same appetizer.
So then I should just shoot my my favorite one first, then.
Yeah, pick your favorite one first, and then we'll post the list and see who has the best draft on appetizers.
Oh, wow, okay, dang, that's why you came up with a list of 21.
Yeah, I had to be ready.
Damn, I'm gonna have to come off the top of the cup. All right, hopefully you don't got any of these. All right, so I will go first.
All right,
with the first pick in the appetizer draft, Peter is gonna take nachos.
Nachos. All right.
Nachos never fails. That is my number 1 appetizer. We'll always get it. We'll try it at every bar, any bar, and we'll like it regardless. Of course, there's better ones than not better ones, but they are shareable. Everyone gets them. They are they can be messy. I feel very self-conscious sometimes eating them.
Yeah.
Not very clean, but I just love nachos. The meat on there, the guacamole, salsa, everything. It's like my favorite food. Nachos. Yeah. If I'm gonna die and that's my last meal, I'm picking nachos. I really am. So for my first pick, I'm going nachos. It's just a staple for appetizers.
Love that. Yeah, we'll put like what's that movie? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, where the kid's choking and then he's like he needs potassium and they force feed him the banana.
Yeah.
Whatever happens to you, we'll throw some nachos in your mouth and
yes. That was Honey, I Shrunk the Parents, though. Remember?
Oh, Honey, I Shrunk the Parents. Okay.
That was the second one. Yeah. And the little parents were in there. He goes, "Ooh, dirty little fingernails." When the little boy was in the Man, that just brought me back.
Love that.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely. Yeah. In regards to your nachos too, I've learned to love nachos. At first, I wasn't a huge nacho guy. I just liked the nachos because I don't really like cheese all that much. I've learned to like cheese a lot more now, as you'll see potentially here in a bit. But, I may have given away some of my picks there, but
don't worry. This might be just a cheese-filled appetizer menu.
I have learned to like nachos and enjoy the cheese on there and like the jalapeno and the messiness that comes with them, regardless if it's like pieces of chicken on there or ground beef or whatever. Nachos, if they're done right, they're so good. So great pick.
Thank you.
I had that on the board here. Wasn't my number 1, but it was up there. My number 1 pick that I'm going with here is wings. I'm going with wings. You can get a bad wing, but you got to love a good wing. I know everybody has their favorite wing spot. I can't say that I have my favorite wing spot. I'm just open to trying them everywhere. And if they're good, they're good. There's a bar by me called The Reveler, which has some good wings. But I'm a sucker for buffalo wings, so I like to keep it simple. But I know a lot of people like Asian zing, barbecue, lemon pepper, I think is
Parmesan garlic Parmesan.
Yeah, Parmesan garlic, all that stuff. I mean, just wings are so good. You can get them boneless wings. I mean, just so good. So I'm going wings. Number 1.
Worst wings that you've had?
Oh God, probably ones that I've made.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've made some bad wings before. Actually the other day I made some terrible wings. I couldn't even eat them. I bought an air fryer. I used to have a really good one, and it started to get kind of like rusted at the bottom. I'd used it so much, so I had to get rid of it. And I bought a new one. It was like a cheap $50 one. I put the wings in there, and I took them out, and like the very top half were all burnt, and then the bottom ones weren't cooked enough, and the middle ones were like in the middle, so I had to throw them out. So I'd say, yeah, I've made the worst wings that I've ever
I
had.
think, and I don't want to hate on anybody, but I think Buffalo Wild Wings is absolute trash.
Interesting.
I think their wings are just not good at all.
That's fair. I've actually never had a Buffalo Wild Wing. I've only had their boneless wings.
Okay.
Something about getting bones from Wild Wings grosses me out.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I feel like there's just such a big chain corporation. Something about like eating a chicken that with the bones there. Just
you could just hear there's extra tendons being cut.
You're just like that tastes like it was injected with something. Like, I don't know. It just is
right. It's the same reason you wouldn't get seafood at McDonald's, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Buffalo Wild
Fish
Wings.
fillet.
I'll eat a fish fillet every now and then. I haven't had one in years, but they aren't terrible.
But I mean, like real, like you wouldn't get a shrimp cocktail,
right.
From Burger King.
Right. Buffalo Wild Wings for me. I love their potato wedges, and I love their boneless wings. Other than that, I'm getting beer and that's it. I'm not trying anything else there. I'm a celery stick. So wings is mine. You're up.
All right. Number 2, I am taking Calamari, aka calamari.
Nice. All right, I have that in here. I like that you went there. Okay.
I love calamari.
Grilled or fried?
Fried.
Fried. Okay.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, they just taste so much better than grilled. Grilled is just, real mushy. But fried calamari, again, shareable. I like the tentacles. So if there's like a big juicy, like, one of those where you can tell, obviously I like the tentacles, right? I got them on my forearm. So I'll always get those pieces. So I'm glad to have them. And it's just like an Italian dish. So I'm kind of used to having that. And they are just really good. So that is my number 2 pick, calamari.
I like that. Do you like the tentacles, or do you like the ones that aren't the tentacles? Because
I said I like the tentacles. Like, they don't bother me. I know it bothers a lot of people. So all that really does is just give me extra food,
Yeah. Okay. So do you prefer the tentacles over the other ones?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, I'm cool with those too.
They're usually the best for dunking, because usually the calamari will come in like little circles and you kind of dunk it in. But the tentacles, if you dunk it in, the marinara kind of sits in the little rivets, so you get a nice
it's like the tentacles are still working.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I love that. It's a great pick. All right, so I'm gonna take sliders. Sliders is my next appetizer.
Filled with what? Like what kind?
So I would say just like beef, like just beef sliders. You can get chicken sliders, either or. I think that's something that can be shared amongst a group of people, and everyone's gonna enjoy it. I would like to think you can get buffalo sliders, whatever, anything on there. So I'm going sliders. Easy to eat too, not messy.
Again, shareable.
Yeah, shareable. So I'm going sliders, number 2.
Also a staple as well.
Yep.
My number 3, I am going with fried mushrooms.
Fried mushrooms.
I'm sure most people won't find that too appetizing, but I love fried mushrooms. Get some ranch, dip them in. I know it's got like a kind of a slimy texture, but that's my jam, dude. I love fried mushrooms.
Okay. All right. I don't think I've ever had a fried mushroom.
Really?
No. You dip it in ranch? That's what you eat it with?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I don't mind mushrooms either. I've just never I don't think I've had a fried one, at least not from a bar. No, I don't think I've ever had that. That's interesting. I'll have to try that.
You have to, yeah.
Yeah. Who has good fried mushrooms? Can you think of a place off the top of your head, or
no?
Not really.
No, they're usually more at more like fancier establishments, I would say. Not so much. It's not so much like bar food, but like a nicer restaurant,
Okay. All right. I like that. Are you writing these down? Because we need to post these, or I have my list. I'll send it to you later.
I have my list as well. I am just looking here. The fight is going on. I'm sorry, just to interrupt. I have the fight going on over here. This is the last round. I posted earlier. the pick for today for betting because I like to bet. I want to give out some betting stuff. So my bet today was Vittori, who is in the green trunks here, that he would win by decision, and that was at plus 175. So they are in the last round right now. But if they do win, I'm gonna feel pretty smart. So, you know what I mean? I gave that pick out earlier today. I did some research. Last 4 out of 5 fights, they ended in decision, and he is on a 4-fight win streak. So that is why I took him at plus 175. I picked the right fighter, and that it would go the decision. So this is the last round. I will give you an update once this finishes, so I can brag about it later.
Love it. All right.
Continue, please. Back to the apps.
Back to the apps. Back to the action.
Ooh, Evan.
Yeah, watch out. All right. So you took fried calamari. I did have that on my list here.
My last one was fried mushrooms.
Or fried mushroom, and you had fried calamari before that. All right.
Correct.
I am gonna go with mozzarella sticks.
Yes.
Love good mozzarella stick. Sometimes a place will load it with a shit ton of mozzarella cheese. Sometimes they do it with just like your normal mozzarella cheese. Nothing like dipping that in a good marinara sauce. It's just the perfect like pre-game meal. Easily to pick up and eat, easily shareable. Some people fry it differently than others. Some use like your standard like breadcrumbs. Some people use different types of breading. For me, I love a good mozzarella stick. So mozzarella sticks for the win there.
You know what's funny is if you came over and I was like, "Hey Evan, you want a cheese string?" Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, then you go ahead and finish it, right? I go, "Evan, do you want 4 more cheese strings?" You'd be like, "No."
Yeah.
But if we deep fry them and dip them in marinara, then yes. Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
It is weird, and it's so good. It's so good. Whoever came up with that idea is. I mean, you could just fry anything, and it's just so damn good. But mozzarella sticks for me are just like one of those things where I just like I'll be thinking about just working in the middle of the day, and it's like, oh fuck, man, a mozzarella stick sounds really good right now. So
that's what comes across your mind, right?
Yeah, just a good mozzarella stick. So you're up.
My next one, mac and cheese bites.
Oh fuck! I didn't think you were going to say that. I have it on here. Wow.
Yes,
all right.
Mac and cheese bites. I actually have some frozen ones in the freezer right now that I'm going to cook after this episode. From Trader Joe's. You ever get them from Trader Joe's?
I have. They're really good.
Yes,
they're really good.
So they bake really well. They don't ooze out or anything too much, which is really nice. But getting those at a bar, some mac and cheese bites, just man, they're really good. Just got to be careful because the insides are always so much hotter than the outside. So although you can pick it up, doesn't mean that the contents inside are not scalding hot, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So be careful. Be careful out there.
I agree.
You burn the roof of your mouth, the rest of your night's ruined.
Yeah, burning your mouth sucks. It ruins everything. Can't do anything. Fuck, man, that was a good one. I didn't expect you to say that. All right.
Okay, what do you got? 24 more? You're okay.
Well, I do have some more, but that was at the top of my list. I definitely would have picked that here in my top 5.
Nice. That means I sniped you, dude. I sniped you.
You did, man. You did. Took me out at the knees. All right. So let's see here. I'm gonna go, and this is similar, but it's different. I'm gonna go cheese curds.
Yes, absolutely. You can.
It's different. But it's good, man. I once again, going back to my comment earlier about cheese, I was never a big cheese person, but as I've gotten older, I've really learned to like some cheese. I don't like super sharp cheeses, but a cheese that's been fried, that's not like a super sharp cheese, I'm all in on. I went to for my bachelor party. You were there. We went to
that was fun.
That was fun. Especially that person.
Yeah, that's a full episode. We could talk about that.
Yeah, really. Maybe we need to.
I'm sure there's still video that we could bring up, but
I have some on my phone.
We're not going to do that.
Yeah. What was that bar that was a brewery we went to, and it was in Wisconsin.
Lake something, right?
Yeah, I have the keychain actually on my key.
Lake Brewery. Yeah. Something like that. But what about it? Oh, when we had the cheese curds there?
Cheese curds were really good there. And Wisconsin is known for having great cheese. I think it's like the dairy like capital, or I forget what it is, but it's like a
It's
big
the highest concentration of obese people in the United States.
probably not wrong.
Dude, people
But
from Wisconsin are ugly, by the way. I mean, you see Packers fans or Brewers fans, you're like, God damn, you guys are ugly.
I know a few good looking people from Wisconsin, but I do, to your point, I do know some weird looking people.
But how many ugly ones? Yeah,
I know a handful of both. So, but yeah, their cheese curds are on point. So
we are not making fans in Wisconsin.
What's that?
Not making friends in Wisconsin.
Yeah, right. And Wisconsin listeners are unsubscribing now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to save them. Yeah, so I'm going cheese curds. So yeah, wing sliders, mozzarella sticks, and cheese curds.
What are you dipping your cheese curds in? Are you going ranch or are you going marinara sauce?
I would probably prefer marinara sauce. Ranch is one of those things that for me, I'm still learning to like. I like it in like moderation, but I do not want it to like oversaturate anything that I'm eating, because then it just kind of grosses me out.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to just turn to this fight real quick, see if I was correct. They're coming out with a decision right now.
All right.
We want to see this guy, Vittori. If he wins, I am a genius. If he raises his hand, yeah, I am the winner. I am a gambling genius, Evan. Gambling genius.
That's
Plus
great.
175
Great.
hits, baby. Gambling Twitter, gambling Instagram. Check it out. UFC, Vittori, plus 175. Go the distance and the win. I'm sure this will be copyrighted on when I upload that to YouTube.
I think you're good. It's on AB7, not pay-per-view, so I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Wow. Good work there, man.
Yes.
So you picked him at decision in the final round.
Yes.
And that was like a heavyweight bout, right?
That was a middleweight, I believe.
Okay. Wow, that's impressive. I would have assumed that would have gone only like maybe 2 rounds at most. So that's a nice job there.
That's why see, I'm getting texts right now. You won your bet.
Nice.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's why I was at plus 175. So you bet $100, you win 175.
Yeah. Nice.
Which is really nice.
Is that what you just came up with?
What I came up with?
Is that like what you just dropped on this?
Yeah, that's what I did for this fight.
Nice. Good work.
But yeah, so I'll be getting some fucking apps tonight, baby.
There you go. You're up.
Back to it. My last one, number 5. I'm going with buffalo egg rolls.
Buffalo egg rolls. Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
On here,
I don't know if I you know what I'm talking about, right?
I'm assuming that it's just like an egg roll that has buffalo chicken in it.
Correct. Yeah, they're usually cut on like an angle. They're like open, like at the end, they're like cut. And they're served on a platter. I'm sure you've seen them before. They're very popular at bars and stuff. So yeah, those buffalo chicken egg rolls, I think are really good. Everyone gets their own. There's usually not, too many, maybe 5, 6, but they're tasty, they're filling, and I love buffalo chicken. Got a nice crisp to them.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good one.
Did you have that? You said
I had egg rolls. I had mini egg rolls, but I didn't have buffalo egg roll specifically. So I'll go ahead and get rid of my egg roll one since that falls within the category.
Okay.
I think it's a good pick. All right. So I'm up here. So this is my 5th pick. I'm going to go with loaded fries. So like loaded curly or loaded waffle fries, just like loaded fries. So basically nachos, but fries instead.
Tachos.
Oh, like tater tots kind of thing,
right? But like a French fry, right?
Yeah, basically a tater fry, like a potato that's fried but that's loaded.
Yes,
because I'm a sucker for a good French fries. That's like my favorite thing. I think I was telling you the other day about like we were talking about doing an episode maybe about things that are like underrated, and one of the things for me that's like super underrated in life is like when you're eating a bag of chips or you're eating fries out of a bag. And then you think you're done, and then there's like 3 more fries at the bottom of the bag. Like, yeah, that just pumps me up. So, so yeah, fries for me is just like I'm just a sucker for a good French fry, especially if it's got some good shit on top of it. So that's my pick.
So that's all 5.
Yeah. Do we want to do a surprise 6th pick? Is that something that you're open to, or are we
6-man award?
A 6-man award. Yeah. If you are, I got another one here. If not,
an honorable mention. I don't have any more. I'll come up with one off the top of the cuff. You go first.
Okay. All right. I'll do that. I like that. All right. I'm going to go with, so here's the thing. So I know we're doing a poll on this, right? So
Yeah.
I got to think here. Does the audience, I think we're pretty close here. Does the audience want a healthy option? Or does the audience want just all fried and fast type food?
Well, if they were strictly Wisconsin listeners, we would know the answer.
I know. God.
Go with the healthy option. I'll do it too then. I'll match yours.
All right, we'll go healthy.
Yes.
Like pretty healthy. Like we're not talking like
nothing fried.
Nothing fried. All right. I'm going to go with hummus.
Okay. With pita or celery or tomato,
All
something.
that. Yep. Pita, celery, carrots, cucumber.
Yes.
With like maybe some like paprika or chili powder on the top of it.
A red pepper hummus, right? Whatever that is, that red jelly stuff in the middle of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going, hummus. So that's the sixth man of the year, the sleeper pick, whatever you want to call it. Love it.
Well, I'm about to just put the nail in the coffin here with all my basic white bitches. Charcuterie. Meats, baby. Meats and cheeses. You can't tell me that nobody loves meats. When you get to someone's house or when they're shareable, everyone wants to take different kinds of cheeses, different kinds of meats, some salam, some prosciutto. It gets the people going, dude, and chicks love it,
That's a good one. Guys love it too. I'm down for a charcuterie board. However, I'm like I said before, I'm still getting into cheese. So for me, that kind of cheese is typically real sharp. So I'm mostly just eating the meat on there and the crackers. So yeah, no cheese for me. You can have that blue cheese and all that other crap. Weirds me out. I don't get it. But yeah, man, I think it was a good round. I can't wait to see what people think. This, I think it's gonna be close. I really do.
I'm gonna make a graphic too, and we'll put it out there.
See good stuff. All right, so just to recap here, do you have yours written down? I know what I got.
I do. Yes, go ahead.
So I got wings number 1, sliders number 2, mozzarella sticks number 3, cheese curds number 4, loaded fries, curly fries, whatever potato you want on there, loaded. So that means like cheese, meats, anything on top. And then my 6th pick was hummus.
I have nachos, calamari, fried mushrooms, mac and cheese bites, buffalo egg rolls, charcuterie.
Okay. It's going to be tough. It all sounds really good.
It does. I'm actually getting hungry now. I'm going to cook those mac and cheese bites.
I love that. I got to get dinner here in a bit. And I'm thinking that we'll probably order from a bar somewhere, maybe, hopefully. That would be really nice. And then I can get an appetizer. Hopefully one of these things here.
Yeah, I think it only makes sense that we have appetizers after this.
It only would make sense. All appetizers, no entree, all appetizers.
Apps for days, baby.
I think that's appropriate, right? You can go to a bar and just eat appetizers, right?
I make full meals out of appetizers. I will order the nachos for myself as the meal. If they didn't order it as an appetizer, I will order it myself as the meal. Sir, what can I get you? Oh, I'll take the nachos.
No, for your entree. Yeah. Nachos.
You heard me. I didn't stutter.
Love that. Nice, dude. All right. Well, just to throw some other ones out there that I had written down here, just so we can.
These don't count.
I erased a few already, which I wish I didn't do. I forget what I had on here, but I did have I had jalapeno poppers on here. I had pigs in a blanket. I had bacon wrapped dates.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I had buffalo cauliflower. I had I think, and that's it. I deleted a few more, but I can't remember what I had. So do you have anything else? Or that was it?
No, I just came up with my 5 and then I just unloaded that charcuterie off the top of my head.
Charcuterie was off the top of your head?
Yeah, that was our healthy option, right?
Yeah. I think it was a good one.
Yeah.
Can I pause real quick? I gotta yell at my dog real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Being dumb. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, guys, I will just keep entertaining us. Evan's going to go yell at his dog, and I'll give you an update on the news. Looks like we're watching ABC 7. There was a shooting. What else is new? Tonight, it's going to be 44 degrees with rain diminishing. Tomorrow is going to be 57 with rain, cloudy and light showers drizzling. So make sure you dress accordingly. Tonight is going to be 44. Still going to rain as the rain diminishes as well. Looks like Lori Lightfoot is talking about something. Protect Chicago. She's sponsored by Walgreens, I guess. And we're back, Evan. Thank
And we're
God.
back.
I was given the weather update. I had nothing else to talk about.
Sorry, my one dog recently just doesn't want to eat his food when it's time to eat his food, so he lets it sit in the bowl all day. However, he's like super protective of his food, so when the other one comes near his bowl of food, he gets really pissed off and growls at him. So his food's been in there for a while, and the other one keeps walking by his food, and he keeps spooking him off. So now the one that's like spooked is hanging outside my door here, and is being weird and clawing at the door because he wants to like come in here, go in my bathroom, and I just had to yell at him to go lay down because he's being a little crybaby. So
That's
yeah,
so
it's fun.
weird. He doesn't want to eat his food, but obviously doesn't want someone else to take it.
Exactly. Yeah, he wants it, just not right now. So
Okay.
it'll stay there until he's ready to eat it, and he'll terrorize the other one until
It's on his schedule.
Exactly. It's a new thing. He didn't used to do that, but as of recent, he's just eating on his own time. So
Okay.
yeah, man.
His world.
Anyways, his world, man. We're just living in it. So
All right.
dude.
You got
are we
anything
good?
else?
No, I'm good to go, man. I think this is a solid episode.
Yeah.
All right.
Tattoos and apps, baby.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, we'll come up with something for next week. You free next week?
I'm free next week.
All right, perfect. All right, man. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this day. You do the same. I'm gonna watch some baseball. Oh, Cubs tonight. You gonna watch the Cubs?
Are you recording right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What was that? Am I what?
I'm gonna watch the Cubs game. Cubs are on pretty soon. It's 5:06. So they will be on shortly.
Yeah, I'll probably watch them on that sports app thing since I don't have Marquee Network. But
yeah, I think I'm gonna make a video, just a quick video for Cubs fans or for anybody, and just do like a quick tutorial walkthrough, just so people can see it.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Zach Davies is going to pitch tonight for the Cubs. He is 1-0. His first start was awesome. He had 4 strikeouts. He's got a 3.1 ERA this year. So I'm excited for that. He's going against Keller of the Pirates. The Pirates are 1-6. These are the teams that the Cubs have to beat up on. You cannot, split a series or lose to the Pirates. These are just series that you have to beat the bad teams. I'll take a split series with someone else, but not the Pirates. You got to beat up on the bad teams. So let's see if we got a lineup real quick. Ian Happ is going to lead off today. I like Ian Happ leading off. Wilson Contreras is going to bat second, followed by Rizzo third, Bryant batting cleanup. Jock Peterson, man, that guy has one hit, and it's a home run. He had a red hot spring training. Man.
I was going to say, I thought he was really good in spring training. Everybody was like so excited for the season to start.
Yes. And then as soon as it started, he went ice cold.
Jeez, that sucks.
And then we got Javi batting 6, followed by Hayward, Bodie, and then Davies pitching. So good lineup. And yeah, in Pittsburgh tonight. So hopefully Cubs get a W here. Might put a little bit on the money line. I think it's like -150. So
nice.
Check it out.
Nice, man. All right. Well, great episode. And I guess we'll sync up with our listeners here soon.
Yes. Also, go check out Evan's latest episode. Zach Levine. Tell him about Zach Levine last night real quick.
I mean, real quick. Yeah, Zach Levine went off. I'm sure if you're a Chicago fan of any sports, he had 39 points in the first half. However, he finished with 50. It was in a losing effort, though. The Chicago Bulls just couldn't get it done in the second half. They let the Atlanta Hawks go on a 22-4 run in the fourth quarter. Just can't let that happen. I think all the Chicago Bulls players became just super enamored with what Zach was doing. They kept watching him rather than playing team basketball, feeding him the ball too much. He got tired. They started triple teaming him, and guys still weren't able to get the ball. And it was just they fell apart at the end. So tough game. Trae Young, however, had a great game. He had 42 points and almost had a triple double. So shout out to Trae Young. He was the real winner of the night. Yeah, Bulls are in a weird place. They got to win games like that. They should have won that. So to your point, you should beat teams like that. The Hawks are actually in the 4th seed right now, but the Bulls, in my opinion, are a team that should have beaten them, especially with the way Zach was playing, but they didn't. So
yeah.
Oh well.
Also check out I made 2 new shirts. One of them is Dirty Craig with Craig Kimbrell, his iconic arm hang. So I got 2 new shirts out there. I also have a tank top. It says live life like a 3-1 count. that just means when you have a 3-1 count in baseball is you're looking for something to groove. Be ready to pounce. So I just thought it was a good idea. Live life like a 3-1 count. You wait to have a 3-1 count because you're sitting there ready to groove. If it's not your pitch, let it go, take your walk, but be ready to pounce, right?
Yeah, you should trademark that. I like
that's how we operate around here, Evan. That's how
great.
Sheffield Shuffler lives and operates.
I love it. You sure do, and I love that. That's a really good shirt idea. So go out there and buy that, people.
Yes.
All right,
man. Well, I will see you next week then. Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Peace.
Adios.
Every day I'm shuffling.